What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Twin Flames Unite. We are at it again, and somebody being a little extra today.
Frederick, I am rich.
Rich bitch.
I am rich, bitch. I'm rich, Frederick.
Oh man, we're supposed to be professionals. We up here doing okay.
Oh my gosh, we are professionals.
Oh boy, what's going on, everybody? We are Twin Flames United, and if y'all don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Alicia.
What up?
We're just silly. Y'all don't mind us.
Oh
We
boy,
silly.
it's late at night, y'all. Hopefully y'all day has went well. What up? What up? What up, Trilla? What's up?
What's up, Trilla?
What's up, people?
It's cold, guys. I'm cold. It is cold.
Yeah, it's cold in the house because it's like it's 65 degrees right now.
Look,
But hey, in Alabama it's needed because it's like almost 99, 100 degrees down here. It is ridiculous.
it is. So we got to keep it frosty. And we're going to
Frosty.
talk about some letting it go. Because it's frosty.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some letting go, but okay, we're getting off topic. We're just rambling right now. Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
What you do?
I don't know.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Today's topic is about the work. This is something that actually came about from. Excuse me, while I get this cord together.
Hi, is that Angel?
Yeah, Angel Brown.
Hi,
What's up? What's
Angel.
up? Yeah, but this is actually a question that we had on one of our sessions previously, and we thought that it would be something that's needed to go over again because we mentioned it a lot in most of our videos. Like, you got to put the work in, you got to do the work. If you want to unite with your twin, you got to do your work. But I think we're forgetting about what the work is.
What is the work? Because one of our clients literally say, well, Chris and Alicia, that's cool, but what's the work? And that's when we really realized that maybe we need to do a video on what is the work.
Right.
And right now we got 11 views and 1 like, so that's 11 and 1. So yeah, we got to talk about the work.
Yep. And as we talk about this, if y'all have questions about it, or if there's some particular area that you want us to touch on, definitely drop a comment. We'll definitely go over that. And for those of you all who are just checking in, or if you're watching the replay on this, if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you a part of the family. If the videos that we're doing for y'all are good, give us that thumbs up.
Give us that little bitty thumbs up.
Let us know. And so that's the housekeeping. Okay.
You know we got to keep the sage on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Good vibes.
Yes. Okay. So, what is the work? The work is your integration. Integration with your lower nature and your higher nature.
Right.
It's the integration with the stuff of that you don't like about yourself and the things that you love about yourself.
Right.
It's bringing all of those things to the surface and dealing with them.
That's correct.
And there are a couple of different ways, and hopefully I remember the way that I broke it down for this client, because I thought it was like dope the way I put it down.
I thought it was dope too. You did that, baby. You did that.
The work is kind of like 2 phases or 2 steps. I don't want to say 2 steps because there are actually a bunch of steps in between, but it's like
Right.
sections. Okay, sections.
Like pillars almost.
Yeah, so they're like 2 sections. So the first part of doing the work is loving yourself. Now, loving yourself, that means that you go and you do the things that make you happy.
Right.
If you want to go and get your nails done every Wednesday and every Saturday, do it.
Get it. Just do it.
If you like wrestling with alligators, hey, I don't know.
We don't judge.
And we got people in Australia. I don't know if they want to,
Yeah.
Hey.
Judgment-free zone.
Yes. But if there are things that you want to do them unapologetically.
Yes.
Okay? Don't worry about what Susan says. Don't worry about what the cat down the road says.
Right.
Do it because that's what you want to do.
Exactly. As long as you're not bringing harm to anyone else, go on and do it. Indulge in it. Live your passion. Do what you love. It will feel good. Forget about what somebody's gonna think about. You know, how are they gonna view me? Just do it.
Yeah.
That's a part of the work. That's the first step.
Yeah, that's first step. Now, also in doing what you love, you know, you want to be authentic with it, because if you don't want to go to the club, you don't. You be authentic and you know who you are by saying no to things. Because once you start saying no to stuff, then you know who you are and what you want out of life. I mean, it's just that simple. And one of the main reasons why you really want to do what you love when you want to do it and things of that nature, because for one, it's going to raise your vibrations.
Totally.
Okay? And it's going to attract other people into your space that are on high vibes. And watch the table, baby. We shaking.
I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to keep my sage going.
Yeah. But when you're doing things in high vibrations, it's going to bring more high vibrational things to you, like good fortune. We talk about law of attraction here. Okay? So if there are certain things that you want in your life to be manifested, you have to vibrate on that level. Hopefully the things that you're trying to manifest are high vibrational stuff, and and that's what you're going to attract.
Right.
And so that's going to, for those of you all who are in the process of trying to find your twin flame, one of the things that's going to help you get to your twin flame is, for one, taking care of yourself first.
Got to do that. Self-care, self-preservation is key, guys. We can't stress how important it is to really love yourself and care for yourself, because when you can do that for yourself, it's so easy to do it for someone else. That tender compassion that you keep harnessing, that energy, and then when your twin comes around or your soulmate comes around, it's like they get the overflow. And that's what we want to give from. We always want to give from the overflow.
Yep.
So we're not drained and tired and getting mad at people because we're pouring from a cup that's almost half empty or half full, however your perception is.
Yep.
Always pour from the overflow. And the only way you can get to pour from the overflow is if you fill yourself up first.
You said it, baby.
You know, I just put in my little ad-libs, but this is the one with the brains right here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we just wanted to come on here and give y'all some practical information,
Right.
something that you can really apply to help get you to where you want to be.
Exactly.
Okay? So, the work. And for those who are just tuning in, we're talking about doing the work.
The work. What is the work?
And the first part of the work is doing what you love to do. And do it unapologetically and be
Right.
authentic with yourself.
Be real. Just keep it real. Because guess what? Eventually, guys, real eyes. You see these eyes? Real eyes will recognize real eyes. And then you'll realize. Okay?
What's
See
going
that?
down?
You're going to realize what's going down. So real eyes. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Yep. All right. So now for the second session of the work, okay? Now this is the part that most people run from.
They don't like it, baby. They don't like it.
No. Because this is the part where you really have to do some digging. This is where a lot of the work comes in. The first part is fun. I mean,
That's
you're doing what you want to do.
That's super easy. Anybody could do that.
So that's the easy part. So the next part is really digging into those things that you don't too much want to associate yourself with.
Right.
Okay? And when you do that, it's causing a split between yourself. Now we're trying to create oneness. We're trying to make everything whole.
Integration.
We don't want any splits going down like that, right?
No split personalities.
But when you ignore those areas in your life that are not so pleasant, then you create a split.
Yep.
So instead of having one you having two of yous.
Some people got 3 and 4.
Yeah, you like Two-Face on Batman. You just got this one melted face over here. You got a perfect face over here.
Right.
You know, you want to bring it all together. Hopefully it's the perfect pretty face that come together.
And if it's not, it's okay. It's
Hey,
whatever.
it is what it is. But let's get into it. So let's say you're in a relationship and you've noticed some patterns of type of partners that you keep attracting, right? And you wonder, why do I keep attracting these nothing ass dudes or nothing ass girls and stuff
Whatever.
like that?
The nothingness.
Yeah, nothingness.
The no thing.
Right. And then, you start to look at the patterns like, okay, I keep attracting these same type of people. It may be me. Because, when it comes to, when you're talking about mathematics, you're talking about the common denominator, okay? Taking y'all back to high school or
think about it,
elementary.
guys. Sometimes you got to look at these things. You don't want to, but you got to.
Mm-hmm. So it may be you that's the common denominator. So you have to think, so what in me is attracted to a person like that?
A narcissist, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you be attracting like 6 guys or girls that are all narcissists, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to really wonder what's going on here. And most of the times what we realize when people are attracting these type of individuals, it's usually that they're not loving themselves enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's people don't have like what they call healthy boundaries. So these quote unquote narcissistic people, they're coming to teach you how to set healthy boundaries and how to love yourself.
Yep.
That's really what it's teaching you. And life is funny because they'll keep bringing you the same lesson over and over again until you eventually get it. Once you get it, then, the light bulb goes off. You get the aha moment. You see how he did that?
They caught me off guard.
See how he did that? Yo, we don't be planning this. You can't plan stuff like this.
Oh,
You see, you can't plan it.
Wow.
You can't plan it. It just click. Whatever.
Light bulb goes off.
Light bulb, right? Okay. Let's get past that. We have moments like this all the time. So, so when the light bulb goes off, so I need to start setting these boundaries, and I need to start loving myself, and I need to know that I'm enough, and I need to know that I'm worthy. So once you start getting it, then you're gonna start noticing your next set of relationships. It's gonna be different.
Right.
It won't present that same lesson because you already got it. So somebody said something. Yes, y'all are so right.
With the energy.
I'm trying to figure that stuff out now. What about family?
And see, that goes in even to the deeper thing, because now you're looking into your you've been doing some work.
Somebody been doing work.
Doing work. Because when you start to look at those patterns, you think, okay, where in my past have I seen this and thought that it was acceptable? Okay? Because, it's funny because when we're growing up as kids, we're never going to be like our parents or anything like that. But subconsciously, you're recording that information in your head, and your subconscious is what's going to rule your reality.
Yeah.
So you say that you didn't want somebody like that, but you just ended up getting into a committed relationship that's just like the person that you said you didn't want from your childhood. Okay.
You gotta dig, and that's the work that's going into our subconscious, going deep into our subconscious. Like, guys, some of the experiences that we had as kids, some of them was so traumatic. Not for everyone, but some of those experiences might have been so traumatic that our brain actually would hide it from us to protect us. Because the job of the brain is to really protect us and to serve us and really to give us what we want. I mean, that's a job. So it'll hide traumatic experiences from us. Things back in our childhood that, things that probably happened when we were 5 or 6 years old, we're not going to want to remember that because it probably is going to trigger some kind of hurt or some kind of pain. So we condition ourselves to forget it. However, the subconscious is not going to forget it. And because the subconscious mind controls 95% of our actions, we're going to be playing stuff out from those events, and we don't even know why we're playing it out.
Yeah.
And that's where the work is. That's what doing work is. You're gonna have to revisit things that's not pretty.
Yeah. It is painful.
It's painful. You're gonna cry again, and it means that we will have to relive the moment. You have to go back and you're going to have to relive it, and you're going to have to come through it on the other side instead of jumping over it or getting over it.
Yeah, and see, and that's the part where the integration comes into play, okay? Because those experiences that you had in the past, you kind of brush them to the side. You're like, okay, that didn't happen, and it happened.
And it happened.
And it's like a little baby that's crying for attention over to the side.
You got to pay some attention. And somebody asked, should they do therapy? I would advise that yes, you do, because I did therapy. And let me tell you, I have my therapist.
2 years of therapy for me.
I am, same here. I am so grateful for my therapist. But you got to find one that you connect with, though, because you just got to make sure it's a match. And it's okay if one therapist is not a match. Just find one that's a match for you. Some people might want to have a female as a therapist. Some people might want to have a male. Some people might want to, whatever. But yes, therapy is definitely a good thing. Because of therapy, I was able to face some of my fears that I had, and I had things ruling me that I didn't even know until I went to therapy. I shed some light on it, and I'm like, oh my God, is this why I've been making all these crazy decisions? Because I was molested as a child? Wow. And is this why I have trust issues? Wow. It just domino effect. One after the next. And when that realization hit me, then I was able to address it, and then I was able to start healing. Because instead of running from it, I actually faced it. Yeah. So.
And another transparent moment is like when, I've been a serial entrepreneur pretty much for the majority of my adulthood. And a lot of the businesses that I've got into, they all failed. I made a little bit of money or no money at all. And so I had to think about it, like, why have I not been successful in all the stuff that I've been in? And to make a long story short, which I'm actually going to make it a long story short.
When they say that,
after I dug into my childhood, I realized that because I didn't have a male figure in my life, somebody actually showing me the ropes, I've made that a good excuse as to give up on a project, because I didn't have anybody to show me the way or how to get it done. And so this is a part of what we're talking about, doing the work, like really sitting back and thinking about your whole life. Like, you don't have to wait until you go on to glory to sit back and do a life review.
You don't need to do that, because then you're gonna end up trying to come back.
You're gonna end up trying to come back. So you can do a life review right now, and look back into your as far as your memory can take you. And believe me, you can actually go back to the point where you were actually conceived, because it's all stored in your DNA. You just have to get connected to your higher self.
And then some. You can go back to past lives also, and then some.
Let me see what's going on. We got a lot of comments
we got
coming
some comments
in.
Coming up. Sorry guys, we're just going on and on.
Let's see. So
don't mind us.
Yes, Alex D, this is exactly what you're talking about. These are triggers that your twin flame will bring up in your life.
You touched such a good point, Alex.
Exactly.
You better.
Yeah. Just wanted y'all to know.
That is it. Those are the triggers that you're running from, and that's how you get the runner and the chaser phase, because when the twin flame come, they're going to highlight those aspects of yourselves, and you're going to see it in your twin flame, and then you're going to be like, I hate my twin flame. I can't stand them. That's because they're showing you what you need to work on, but it's so easy to play the point the finger, the blame game. It's easy to do that, and it's much harder to look within and see, that we really need to do the work, and it's really us, and our twin is here to help us, to show us, what we need to do. And it'll be a little harder. It gets harder. Like, the less work that you've done, the more the twin flame is going to shine that light for you to see that you need to work on it, and the anger that you might get. So you definitely want to do the work, so that when you see aspects of yourself highlighted in front of you, it's not going to make you run that fast and that far. What triggers what was that one?
Asking about triggers. Like one of the triggers was when I kept giving up on projects, or like for the longest time, I had a lot of issues about loving myself, like really accepting myself as far as image wise. Because to be honest, I didn't see myself as handsome. You know,
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Look at this.
Like it took me, like I'm probably 5 years in of loving myself, to be honest.
How could you not love this? Are you kidding me? It's beautiful. But mine was being ignored. Like I would constantly feel like my baby is ignoring me, or I always feel like someone is ignoring me, and that's because in actuality, when I did my work, when I really went and I dug in to my childhood and found the patterns, I feel like I was being ignored because I really didn't have like my mom and my dad, my physical mom and my dad in my life, like growing up all together. Even though I had I had a good life and everything, but for some reason, but I still felt like ignored, and that's because I really wasn't paying attention to myself, like my inner self. A lot of times I didn't go within, that connection. So I guess that it made me feel like I was being ignored, and I wasn't really being ignored. I was just ignoring myself. So, yeah, Ralph gonna get us. It's okay. So that was one of my triggers. Is feeling like I'm being ignored. I have a few others that I worked on, and we've come a long way, guys.
Long way. Because because like before I actually did the work. Like, whenever times got hard, like, I would be an emotional wreck. Like, she didn't like me most times. To be real. Yeah. Because, like, my emotions, I mean, they were like a roller coaster. I was constantly going up and down, up and down. But now I've gotten to the point now, no matter what the situation is, if it's good or it's bad, I'm like...
Right, and I think that's the goal. And I think we had said that in one of our other videos. Yeah. Is and I had got this laying on the grass. It's just somebody said something. I'm gonna say this in the meantime. I was laying on the grass and I got this. It's like an I don't know if you want to call it download, intel, whatever. But it was just saying that it's really you. How you react to situations, circumstances, and people. It is not allowing those things to make you fluctuate, go up and down, as far as with your emotions, which are just energy and emotions. It's just a matter of you trying to maintain yourself, maintaining your, your sanity, no matter what the situation looks like, or no matter what this individual is bringing to you. That's the challenge right there. I mean, we're not always going to pass, because believe you me, I had a test in Clearwater, Florida at the hotel. Okay? I didn't pass. I failed. And it's okay. Because sometimes we don't always pass.
No. Like, we don't pass all our tests. I hope y'all don't think that we're just out here, out in love and light, and we don't get upset, nothing like that. Right. We are human beings.
We're having this experience, Our spirit is big, it's huge. But this body, these cells,
sometimes they get tested.
Right.
Sometimes they fail the test.
We don't always pass. But it's just a matter of realizing. Realize, recognize. So you got to recognize the situation that you're in. Sometimes when it's passed over and you get a chance to cool down and stuff, you really look to see what the lesson was, or how I could have done something different, and how can I move forward and use that to grow the next experience. And I think that's what it really is. Nobody's perfect by far.
No.
If we were perfect, we would not be here on planet Earth, and I can guarantee you that. Okay,
Facts.
This planet Earth is not a place for perfect people.
Ooh.
Okay, I want you guys to understand this. It's not a place.
It's not a place for perfect people.
No,
there's nobody who's perfect. And once they reach perfection, enlightenment, they light up that macabre, they are gone.
Out of here.
So if you're still here, you're not perfect. And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. We
You
need
know?
cells for a reason, guys. It's called cells. What do you think cells are?
Yeah.
They're bars. The DNA, it's bars. Like we're trapped.
Yeah.
Our souls are trapped in these avatars.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We're just here to have this experience. We're having it. We're learning. We're growing spiritually. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't get it twisted, man, because we all strive for perfection.
Right.
That's what we're working on every day. So that once we get to that point, when we actually get to that point, we can decide if we're gonna come back to this earth or not, or if we're gonna transcend to something else.
We ain't coming back.
No, I ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back
sorry.
to this place.
This
It's too hard.
it is like I finally understand what they mean by it's so dense.
Yes, you get it now.
Yeah, because in order, okay, I'm gonna break this down. This is
Right.
a little bit of science for y'all, okay?
He's gonna break down the atmosphere.
Okay.
Atmosphere.
So, in order for what we see with our eyes to exist, right? It has to vibrate on a very low frequency to the point where it looks like it's not moving. Because think about a car's wheel when it's spinning, right? When it's in slow motion, you can see the full wheel, right? But when it goes super, super fast, it gets to a point where you can't even see the rim.
At all.
Okay? So for what we see, these bodies, this sage,
Yes.
like it's vibrating on a very low frequency so that it's solid, that it's here and I can grab it. Okay? That's what they mean by this world is so dense. Everything is low vibrational. And with everything that's going on in the news, social media, everything is designed down to the food. 7-day vegan challenge. If y'all ain't got on the vegan diet yet, get on it.
Try it.
Because the foods are designed to keep you at a low vibration, to keep you here on this earth.
Yep.
Now, our goal as far as going to perfection is to vibrate higher.
Right.
So that means that we can vibrate and we can go and we can transcend time. Okay? Because, once you get up to a certain vibration and you vibrating so high and so fast, you're not here, you're gone.
Remember Lucy? Y'all seen Lucy? I know y'all seen Lucy. Where did she
Yeah.
go? Right.
Yeah,
Gotta
so
get-
that's just a little science for you. So
Right.
when you're vibing low, that means that you're really getting yourself to just stay here.
Right.
But once you start vibrating high, you can go to different realms and you can get out of this.
Right. It's jail cell. Jail. I call it the jail cell.
Yeah, and Lucy is that
Lucy
bomb.
really got a lot of good nuggets in it. Like
yes.
lots of good nuggets in it. She really broke down what he just said pretty much when she was able to change the fingers and everything like that, and you were seeing like reptilian, whatever she was doing, changing, and she really explained it really well. So if you guys haven't seen Lucy, go ahead and see Lucy. That's why I'm
telepathically saying, oh, that's why I'm telepathically saying to my twin flame, come on, man.
Yeah,
let's do
let's
this
get-
together.
yeah.
We really want to do this again.
Yeah.
No, we really
Come
don't.
on now.
We don't want to do this again. We really don't.
Really don't. Keep sending the
I mean,
messages. Keep sending the messages.
and here's the thing, because when you ascend on this earth, right, you take that memory back with you to the higher realm, and you be like,
Right.
okay, I went through this, I learned this lesson, I don't need to come back. Because for some people, when they vibing so low, and then they transcend in a low vibration, then they want to come back and they want to fix this stuff. Which right now sounds crazy, but when we get to the other realm, it's like we have to come back, because that's the ultimate way of learning. Because you can read a book so many times about
how to do this and how to do the how-tos, but to actually have the actual full experience, that's how you get that soul growth. Now, and then we come back into this body, right? In car, the Macarba, in car nation, right? Come back here. So the incarnation, soul coming back into this body to have this earthly experience. Hey, I mean, it's, you come back, you have you're a millionaire, you have a house, you have a beautiful family, you have, that's not a bad experience.
No, and you can write that soul plan for yourself.
It's not a bad experience. But most people don't have that experience because they, depending on what you come in here to learn from your last lifetime, you might have a different experience. You might be poor or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being poor. Yeah. But you might have a harder life because the type of lessons that you need to learn, being rich and being in a house and stuff like that might not necessarily be in your best interest, depending on what type of lessons that you're coming here to actually get.
So that's some awesome questions, and once again, I can really see that you all are putting in the work. I mean, you understand that, and this is probably just like a refresher.
Refresher. That's it.
Refresher for you, but there are quite a few people that are out there and they have questions about this. So I really hope that this thumbnail that we put on here really catches their attention, and hopefully this information really helps somebody that's out there that's really asking this question, like, what the hell is the work?
What the hell is the work? The work is just doing the job, loving yourself, going into your childhood. Guys, like 99.9%, like Lysol, like 99.9% of the issues that we have in our adult life, it comes from our childhood. I promise you, it does come from our childhood. Go back into your childhood, revisit those times when, things that you don't really want to talk about now, or things that you want to ignore. Don't ignore it. Go back, look at it, dissect it, cut it apart, and see how it's affecting you now as an adult. Because, growing from, from 1 to 7, from 7 to 14, every 7 years our body changes.
Yeah.
Literally, it changes. You don't look the same way you look now when you were 14. And when you were 14, you don't look the way when you were 7. When you were 7, you don't look like how you did when you were 1. So every 7 years completes a cycle in our physical body, mental body, emotional body. All the bodies, you have a change, you have a cycle. So you want to go back to the childhood to see, why you probably don't like Bill. Or why you don't like Bob, or whatever, or why certain people might turn you off, or whatever your situation is. Go back in your childhood. I promise you, your answer is probably in your childhood waiting for you.
Yes. And one other thing, which actually is another important pillar or section as far as doing the work. In order for these things to really, in order for this process to really work, your body, your mind, and your spirit has to be in alignment. Okay?
You gotta have that connection.
And one of the ways of helping your body to get in alignment is to get your body in an alkaline state.
That helps.
Okay? You'll find out that with your diet, you're able to think more properly when you're taking the right vitamins and you're taking the right minerals and things of that nature. It helps with the brain function.
It really does.
So that you can actually do that work, because it takes a lot of energy.
It does take energy, and then you guys might want to get some vitamin D. Being in the sun, like on. You see what I'm saying? Look what I'm dealing with. Y'all see what I'm dealing with here? Vitamin D from the sun. That's it. From the sun. Okay? So you want to get your vitamin D from the sun. That vitamin D does wonders for the pineal gland, for the body. You want to sun gaze, get some good sun. Somebody laughing. You want to get some sun gazing in, guys. Tap on that pineal gland so that you can really get that wholeness. You can really connect with your inner self, because that's what really matters. Each of us have a universe inside. We all have our own universe, literally. So you want to connect with your universe on the inside. Become whole with yourself. When you become whole with yourself, oh my goodness.
Ain't no stopping.
Ain't no stopping us now. We don't own the rights to that song. Somebody said something. Yeah, guys, so you want to get whole on the inside. Once you really connect, the three, the Trinity, whatever
Awesome, awesome.
When you get that connection going, guys, you really ever hardly have to seek answers from the outside. You can seek, like, confirmation, because people, we're humans, we like that confirmation, but it's like you already know.
What's up, honeydew?
Oh, is that honeydew?
What's up, girl?
What it do, honeydew?
One of our new moderators.
Okay. We ain't seen Marshawn tonight. Where's Marshawn?
I think she it's late for her right now.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Well, Marshawn, we know you're gonna be catching this on a replay. We love you.
We love you.
Everybody send love to Marshawn. She is amazing. She's not here today, but that's our girl. All right, yeah. So so that's my take. I now hold space and love because of this.
Oh yeah, you're doing some major work.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, major work. Getting in contact with your DM and doing that work. Like I said, y'all doing a lot of work. And you know what? For those of y'all who have done the work, one of the things that's also going to really help you in your ascension is finding somebody else that you can help along their process as well.
Oh, that is a beautiful thing.
Like I truly believe myself that because of what we're doing, it has helped us in developing our spiritual gifts, because we're pouring out to y'all and it's coming back to us, because that's how the universe works. When you give, you get back.
Get it back. And somebody just said they just started watching our videos today, and she's very happy to catch us live. Welcome
Awesome.
to our channel. Welcome. No, sending you love and light,
Yes.
Unconditional love, and thank you for being here. Bless your heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, if you have any kind of questions for us, feel free.
Yeah, 'cause this is pretty much a short video, which is
in
a way,
thank you.
which is in a way kind of crazy, because what we're telling y'all to do is it's gonna take some time. It's not something you can work overnight. But you have to be conscious of it.
Mm-hmm.
It really helps if you can just keep in the mental mind that you are working on these things. These are things that you want to improve on.
Yes.
So it makes that process just a little bit shorter. Okay. What does it say?
She said, "What is a divine union?" Not a divine union is you got to think of the word, like you got to think of the terminology of the word divine. Like, what does the word divine mean, and then what does union mean? That's how we break stuff down. You got to break your words down. Etymology. Study etymology. Like today, I just discovered what degree means. Like I looked it up. I had a feeling that the word degree didn't mean something like something that I should be wanting to do.
Yeah.
Something positive or whatever. And I'm not telling people not to go to school, so don't get me wrong. Yeah, I go to school.
School is necessary.
It's necessary.
It helps you to communicate with the elites.
Right. There you go. Now, but the word degree means to step down. So the original meaning. So D means step, to go down. D means to go down, and gree means to step. So if you look it up on Google, you can Google the terminology for degree, like when you get in a college degree. Because I was like, college degree, like, what is that? I mean, I have one, but I'm just saying, what does it really mean in the Matrix? Because, the Matrix, they have all these words and stuff. But it means to step down. So for a degree, it's kind of like it's suppressing, like, your true purpose. It's meant to suppress you, to plug you into the Matrix, pretty much. But hey, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, whatever you want to do, and that's what you love and that's what you want to do, then go for it. But I know a lot of people, they go and they get these degrees to please other people, or there's just to say, I have this degree, and it's really not in alignment with what they love or what they hear or what their purpose is. So so for these words, you want to study the meaning, the root words, the etymology. Most of these words are like Latin words and stuff like that. Don't go to the Webster's dictionary to get the real meaning. We found out that in law, the Webster's dictionary is the last place they look for the meaning of a word. They don't go to the Webster's that's not the first place to go. That's the last place that they go. Yeah.
And but if there was an answer that we would have to give to you about divine union is something that's that is
sacred, in other words.
It is sacred.
Yes.
And understanding that we're all one. Because that's really the divine union, is understanding that we're all one.
Somebody said the Trinity.
Yeah, exactly. Because
and it's not necessarily a twin flame. I guess that what she was wanting to know. If it means it's a twin flame, not necessarily. There you go. Is that my girl Trilla? I know that got to be Trilla.
Yeah, that's Trilla. She on
it. She on it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame.
Yeah.
Like Trilla says, it's the oneness, the divinity in me sees the divinity in you.
Right.
It's like real, recognize real.
Yeah. Like I see you.
I see you. You know, like Avatar. Whenever the blue people, the blue avatars, when they see each other, they look at each other and they say, "I see you." Right. Instead of like, "I love you," they look at you and they say, "I see you," which means I see your soul, like I recognize you. That's a divine union, when you can recognize a soul.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. And I think somebody else had a comment I wanted to touch on real quick. Where did it go? It's all Trilla.
Thank you, Trilla, for helping. Somebody had a question. What can you expect once you surrender to the process?
I can't pronounce her name. But
attachments.
The how do you pronounce this? This is
D something.
Damashin.
Damashin. That's a beautiful name.
I think that's how it's spelled.
That's beautiful.
But Damashin, the question that you put out there is about the surrendering part, which was actually
oh, he said demotion. Okay.
Oh, demotion. Okay. Demotion. With that question, that was actually a topic that we were going to do tonight, which was about letting
go. Yeah.
Okay. When you let go, when you surrender, you find freedom,
peace, tranquility, sovereignty.
all the isms, all the positive isms. You find freedom.
Freedom. You find self-love. You find so much good stuff. Like, it's something about letting go. It's stress-free, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's a stress-free way to live, and we just realized that stress kills a lot of people.
Yeah, we met this 80 what is it, 86?
80. He was 80.
He was 80 years old. This guy looks like he's probably in his early 50s. And we asked him, what's your secret? We want to know how we can look that good when we get old. And he was like, you learn that you control what you can control. What you can't control, you leave it alone.
Leave it alone. And if you could control it, control it.
Yeah. I mean, that's simple because it is real, y'all. Stress kills.
It really does. This man was 80 and he looked like he was in his 50s.
He's still putting together houses. He's building houses.
Right.
Building, what's the thing he was putting in the back? A retainer wall.
Retainer wall. And then he just put a new roof in his mom's house when she passed. You know, God bless her soul.
80 plus.
Yeah, and put in a roof. Okay, a brand new roof on his house, and he's 80 years old. Like, he doesn't even look like there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
And he said his secret is he doesn't stress himself.
Yeah, you don't stress. And you know, we taking his advice. We ain't stressing on nothing.
We're not stressing. We ain't stressing. No. We're not stressed. Yeah, so we laugh. We try to laugh as much as we can because, you know, laughter is a good medicine. You might see me up here acting real childish, but that's okay because that's my spirit. I have a childlike spirit. The last...
Oh, that's good. She used the eclipse to clear some stuff out.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and we actually released some stuff too.
We did.
And y'all, we I don't know if I'm not gonna say that.
But you came real comfortable.
Yeah, it's just some stuff you can't reveal. But
you gotta wait for the time to pass.
But we released some things on the eclipse as well. So
you want to talk? You can't talk about that, baby.
No, we can't talk about
what you doing? See what you talking about?
I don't want to scare them off.
Don't scare them. Okay. Well, we got it. If somebody had another question, I got sausage fingers, guys. So I don't really.
No.
It was another one before that, babe.
Okay.
What's that one? I just read an article.
Oh yeah, about people developing cancer because of
Yes,
stress.
yes, because let me tell you guys, cancer, what I just discovered too is that cancer is actually, it's formed from bad energy, like trapped energy. And so you know how they say meat and all that stuff causes cancer? It's not the actual meat that causes the cancer, it's the energy contained within the meat, the way that they kill the animals. Like
Right.
a lot of these animals, they slaughter these animals, the way that they keep them. It's just they have all this energy that's trapped inside of them: depression, sadness, anger, rage. And so they kill these animals in the slaughterhouses, and they send the foods out to the grocery stores, and then you now intake that. And so now that is true. And guys, we cannot kill energy.
No,
You cannot kill energy.
No, it transfers.
You can only transfer it. So now you're taking all that depression, all that anxiety that calf or whatever was feeling, and now you're ingesting it. And now those energies are getting trapped in places because most people are probably not releasing, they don't even know that these, because if you're eating all of these type of stuff, then you're really not aware of what energy really is. And so it will form different places, and it's going to get trapped there, and then it's going to turn into cancer.
Yeah.
So
that's facts.
It's a lot to know.
But I'm gonna have to give a slow motion to this comment right here. When you see this, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's a slow motion right there."
Okay, let me see.
Okay, this is from Charlene McKenzie. When you want nothing, you get everything.
Ralph gonna get us, boys.
That's a slow motion right there.
Ralph is gonna get us.
I'm gonna repeat that just one more time.
Let's do it again.
When you want nothing, you get everything.
I can't wait for Ralph to see our videos. He gonna be like, these two here.
Man, that comment right there is like everything.
Which somebody said I'm open up to my guy and been left. Energetically, I feel an intense connection.
I can't make him feeling I should just let go, but it's hard. Yeah, it is hard to let go. It is hard to let go. What is that? Wealthy Health 13.
Okay.
Yeah, it is hard to let go. Like, I mean, we're sitting up here talking like it's easy.
Like it's so easy breezy. It's not.
Y'all didn't see the nights that we were in fetal position, crying. Y'all didn't see that.
Ready to leave in our spaceship and stuff. Ready to leave in our macabre and all that. We had those nights.
Oh yeah.
So this is not something that's easy, but it's something that it's quite possible and can be done. And once you do it, it's quite freeing. Yeah. It's very, very freeing, very liberating. You just get to connect with yourself, with your divine self.
Yeah.
Somebody just said something, baby, because my fingers are sausage fingers.
Yeah. Let's see. Wealthy, my DM doesn't open up either.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's that's a part of the process. Now, another hard part of that, to be honest with you, is trying to figure out what's the root issue of that. Is it something that's coming from you, or is it coming from them? Like, you have to sit down and really process that stuff.
Right.
And I know it's hard to process it when you can't sit across from the other person and talk with them and really see where these energies are coming from. But once you get a chance to sit with your feelings and sit with your thoughts,
sit with yourself,
then you'll be able to come to a conclusion about what to do, and you'll be able to move on from there. And we're here to tell you, even though it's hard, once you get to the end, it is so liberating.
It is. And guys, one thing I want to say is just love yourself. Love yourself, be with yourself, spend time with yourself. The more you spend time with yourself, the more the universe is going to open up to you, because you are your universe. So, and then answers is just going to come flooding in. Like you're going to get answers from every which way. And once you're in connection with yourself, you will be in connection with your twin.
Yep.
So it's really a win-win, guys.
All right. Now, I know we don't want to keep y'all up too late. This is hump day.
Oh, baby.
So we didn't want to keep y'all here too long. We just wanted to share some information with y'all. Hopefully, once again, it has been helpful. If you all are new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you like what we're sharing, definitely give us that thumbs up. We got 28 people on here. We got 9 thumbs up. Come on, let's get a few more thumbs up on that.
Come on, guys. Let's get some. Somebody said they're opening up to loving themselves.
Oh, beautiful.
That is beautiful. That is
Yes.
absolutely beautiful, guys. Once you start loving yourself,
Mhm.
I mean, it's just, it brings about a different kind of peace. I don't even know if I could put it in the same category as a regular peace.
No, you can't.
It's a different kind of feeling once you truly are completely in love with yourself and you're in a certain type of peace. You really start to have those healthy boundaries, and you really, it's like your heart is opened up, but at the same time you have healthy boundaries. So it's like you start creating a really good balance for yourself, and then once you start doing that, you start attracting all the right things. It's like somebody said, when you want nothing, everything comes to you. And it's really funny how it works. It really does work that way, because we have endless stories where we were just worrying about something, fussing about something, and then, you know, we just decide, hey, I'm gonna let it go, and then it came. Like I had this crazy, should we tell him about my premonition about Josh?
No, that's
No.
gonna be too long.
That's too long.
That'll
Okay,
be
we'll
for-
tell
that'll be
y'all
for
another time.
video.
But that was deep though. That was
Yeah.
real deep.
And somebody asked, how can you give a thumbs up?
I did the same thing.
I had to help my baby with that yesterday.
Oh,
What you do is you exit out of the live chat. Once you
Oh, the
exit out of
chat,
the live chat, then you'll see the thumbs and you can get a thumbs up.
I didn't know either, guys. I mean, I'm there watching Floor, and I'm like, I want to give a thumbs up. My baby's like, you don't know how to give a thumbs up. I'm like, no. But I know now.
Yes. But we love y'all.
Love
we
you
love
guys
y'all
so much.
Thank y'all for hanging in with us this evening. Hopefully you all, the rest of your day goes well, or the rest of your week goes
Yes,
well.
guys.
And we'll be checking back in with y'all this weekend. All
We
right.
love you so much, Trilla. Thank you for joining. Everyone who's on the live, Honeydew. Everyone, what's the motion guy name? The motion.
Yeah, the motion.
The motion. Thank you. Did I miss anybody? I just want to thank everyone who's here.
She give another acceptance speech.
I love it because I'm in a grateful. Like I've been having this gratitude thing for a while now. Like I'm just so grateful. Every day I'm saying thank you. So I'm just grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We love y'all.
Love you so much. Peace.